Yo, welcome back to some more battles. We are in the Open Ultra League, and we're going to be using a team consisting of Shadow Swampert with the Shadow Typhlosion and the Talonflame in the back. So ABB double fighters in the back. Not a great lead. We go into the Shadow Typhlosion, and we tank the first move so that we can fire off this blast burn. We end up getting a shield, which is pretty much what we want to do here, and it looks like we are going to be able to reach another blast burn, so it was the right play to go for double blast burn. You can see right there, 2 blast burns takes out the Greedent, and now we have the matchup we actually want. Swampert into their Talon. The Talon is going to have to throw a move. They decided to go for the Flame Charge bait. This would be a little bit more iffy if we only have one shield, but we have the shield advantage, and now we are going to be able to gain a ton of energy. We can overfarm here a little bit, and we're going to get to this Hydro Cannon. Easily takes out the Typhlosion, and luckily the Swampert has the coverage of Sludge, which is super effective, into the Sylveon, and then we just go straight into the Talonflame. Talonflame easily able to tank all the moves, especially their charge moves, and down goes their team. So GG's Typhlosion able to win that game with the Shadow Typhlosion. Honestly, getting the shield and getting to another blast burn to take him out to flip the switch is the best of both worlds. Usually when you switch, you only really want to get a shield, but in this case we got both. All right, we got the interesting matchup of Toxicroak into our Swampert. Unfortunately, we had our move cap tied, so we have to invest the shield so our Swampert doesn't quite get low enough for a snipe or even farm down. But our opponent ends up going for the 2 shield, and so we're going to switch on immediately. Our Talonflame here is running Flame Charge, which is going to help with this matchup because it does neutral damage, plus it boosts our Incinerates. However, this Aggron is running Meteor Beam, which is easily going to take us out. And then we go into the Swampert here. The Swampert is going to 1 shield farm down. And, ooh, nice combo play by our opponent. They end up having the Mud Bomb, but we're going to save that energy because we know that we can farm down with our Typhlosion. And Typhlosion looking like it's a great matchup in the back. Again, we have 2 Thunder Punches. We fire off the first one and we cap tie the second, wasting all their energy, and they only have a very low health Aggron, and we are easily going to be able to farm that down. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the Swampert, basically just breaking down the shields and then saving our shield in the back. Good lead. They swap into their Jelly, and we're going to go into our Typhlosion. Typhlosion does have the shield once, still very fragile. Looks like we're going to have to invest 2 just to get off both Thunder Punches. So we overfarm more. We know that we can get a good amount of damage. This second Thunder Punch will KO or grab the shield. Our opponent ends up shielding it, and then we're going to swap into the Swampert immediately. Unfortunately, we get run into the Virizion, so they have another great answer. We are going to have the potential to farm down with the Talon. We know that we can survive this move, and we are in a bit of a pickle now because this Belly Bolt is going to be hiding behind a shield, number 1, but they're going to boost up their defense, and it's super effective against our Talonflame here. This Talonflame is going to have to tank the Parabolic Charge. And as you can see here, they combo play into their Jelly. Jelly throws a serve, easily takes out the Typhlosion. So a little bit unfortunate backline there, and we are going to have to see if we can win this with more of a balanced team. Swap out the Talonflame for this Moltres. The Moltres is going to help a little bit because we are not double weak to rock types, only single, and we'll see if that helps out. Primate lead here is going to be interesting because we have an okay matchup, and we don't necessarily want to swap out right now. We catch the move here, hoping that it's another Rage Fist, and it ends up being another Rage Fist, so that's pretty decent. Our opponent does swap into their Tentacruel. The Tentacruel is going to be a little bit more tankier because this is non-shadow. And it looks like they're going to be able to get to these moves pretty quickly. Scold is used, and it doesn't quite KO. So we are going to be able to fire off another Fly. So that's pretty decent damage. We get them low enough, but we are going to have to fire off the Hydro before they get to a move. You know that what they have in the back is going to be the Superior. The Superior does not want to see this Typhlosion. However, they swap out immediately into their Primate, which had a move. So we just shield. We get the farm down after one shield, and now that we have the energy advantage to take out the Superior. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with our the Typhlosion fire type and getting all that extra energy. The catch onto the Moltres was also nice because it was resisted, but we also forced the Tentacruel to show up, and it helped us whittle it down. Okay, this lead here is not great. We tried to catch the move there. Unfortunately, the game wouldn't allow us to switch out, so we are going to have to try on the second time. We are going to be able to fight back with the Sludge, and it looks like we end up getting one shield. Our opponent is going to throw some energy here. Ends up being the Sacred Sword, so they did bait the potential Stone Edge. We just sniff it out, and now we have the Blast Burn go through, get their last shield, and you can see the plan from our opponent. Try to win this game with the Belly Bolt. Unfortunately, we get to another Blast Burn, and huge damage goes through. This Belly Bolt is effectively useless because even if we go into our Moltres, we could probably farm it down, but we want the energy advantage, and now we have Moltres into the Tentacruel. We do have a shield advantage. They have no shields. We go for this Fly because we don't want to debuff ourselves right now, and we want to get this all before they potentially throw a Skull that debuffs our attack just like that. So this is going to force us to throw another move here. Fly does take out Tenta, and we have a decision. We can shield here or let this go. Ends up only being Sacred, which doesn't take us out. We combo play into the Swampert. This Sludge here will be close to taking it out. Yeah, it does take it out with our Shadow variant. So GG's to our opponents. Check out the team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.